Hey, toss the ball this way.
Girls and boys are happily playing volleyball. Children are laughing while their parents are relaxing. Summer is the season of sunshine and sand, and summer was me too. But instead of out there, I was trapped by loneliness and cried a lot. Hi everyone, I'm Summer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. A year has passed since I lost mom and dad. The ocean used to be our spot. Now it was just me and the seagulls.
Summer, how long are you going to hide back there? I'm telling my mom you're skipping out on making dinner.
I'd been living with my aunt in Savannah for a year now. She was 15, just 2 years younger than me, but already a spoiled brat because she always got her way. To her, I was just a maid living off her family.
What money? Your parents didn't leave you a single dime.
Pretty clear where that money went, all spent on Savannah's silly wishes.
Ugh, so unfair. Last year we had sushi and a chocolate fountain. Now it's just this tiny cake. Are we poor now?
There, baby. Summer, go get more gifts for her.
When back to school time came, Savannah was busy fussing over her new uniform. So I asked my aunt, will I get a new uniform too? Or maybe books? They glanced at each other, then cracked up laughing like it was the funniest joke ever.
Savannah's school costs a fortune. You're going to the local one, and you better earn your own tuition. No, you're old enough.
So I got a waitressing job at Beach Cafe. Easy work, plus I got to smell the sea every day.
Hey, have we met before?
No, I'm new here.
Huh, weird. You feel familiar.
Is that your pickup line? He just laughed and left with his smoothie. No name, no goodbye, but that flawless face was hard to forget. It didn't take long for him to get annoying though. He came back every day and acted silly too.
Hey, have we met?
You asked me that yesterday too.
Really? Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
Lucky for me, I never told you mine. Turned out, his name was Calder. His family owned the resort and the cafe too. Typical rich boy move, I thought, so I ignored him for days. But Calder was stubborn. He'd hang around during every shift, repeating the same stories on loop. Once he asked if I like strawberry smoothies, even though I told him twice I was allergic.
Oh, right, guess I forgot.
That's when I realized Calder wasn't just flirting, he was just repeating himself, like hitting reset every day. Weird, right? One night after closing up, I bumped into Otis, the part-time lifeguard down by the shore. Hey, you know Calder? Otis didn't look surprised. He'd seen Calder stick to me like glue.
He had a bad surfing accident last year. Hit his head pretty hard.
So he's not all there?
Nah, he's not crazy. He's got short-term memory loss. Remember everything from before, but anything new resets overnight.
After that, I couldn't see Calder the same way. He wasn't just some spoiled rich kid. He was a poor guy stuck in a loop. But why did he always remember me? One afternoon, Savannah barged into the cafe with her rich kid crew. She must have been so bored out of her mind that she looked to mess with me, but I was busy working, not playing along.
Bring me the most expensive thing on the menu. Maybe I'll tip you if you're nice.
Right then, Calder showed up and Savannah's whole vibe changed.
Hey handsome, what would you like?
You work here?
If you want me to, then sure.
But I'm here for her.
He stepped past Savannah and headed straight for me. Holy guacamole, it was priceless. Next morning, I walked in for my shift and just about lost it. Savannah was posing by the blender, wearing the cafe uniform.
I got hired. Guess this place couldn't resist a little upgrade.
Nice try. I know exactly what you're doing. She shot me a dirty look, then perked up the second she saw Calder. He looked confused seeing her in the same uniform, but walked straight to me anyway.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
Maybe you do, but she wasn't giving up that easily.
Oop.
Savannah pretended to trip and threw herself right at Calder, but he just stepped aside. She slammed into the floor, legs in the air, head hair dripping with avocado smoothie. Seeing Calder laugh made my face burn. I'd never cared to mess with rich kids before, but he felt like an exception. Calder was charming and warm, and his, "Do I know you?" had somehow turned into this little thing that made me smile every time. One night after closing, he waited for me down by the beach and asked me to have dinner with him. But next thing I knew, I was sitting in an actual helicopter. A real helicopter. This is nuts! I've never—
Just relax, Summer. Look outside.
He pointed out the window, but no way was I about to peek at the pitch-black ocean. The sea was pretty by day, sure, but at night looked like a giant monster pit to me. Then Calder slipped his warm hand over mine. I swear my face went red again, but somehow my panic just melted. Following his finger, I saw it, a small island shaped like a heart, glowing with hundreds of lights.
Beautiful, huh?
It's beyond beautiful. I could feel how much he cared, but it hurt knowing after tonight he'd forget it all. So at dinner, I made him a memory book, just a little notebook, but inside, it held every piece of us.
Thank you, Summer.
That's when he kissed me. Our first real kiss. Warm and deep. After that night, every time he forgot, I could hand him back tiny pieces of his own heart, flipping through that book, like hearing your favorite song by surprise when you didn't even know you'd forgotten. Meanwhile, Savannah was over her hard work era real quick. She got yelled at for making terrible drinks, snapped at a customer, then ripped off her uniform and stormed out mid-shift. Of course, she crawled right back to her spoiled crew, and I was still the main target. Her snarky digs were meant to break me down, but they sounded like background birds now. Not scared Calder will see you acting like this.
So what? I can be the villain. Today, main character. Tomorrow, he won't remember squat anyway.
Then her face shifted like she just cooked up another shady plan. She ignored me, whispered something to her friends. They squealed and disappeared. The next day felt too normal. So normal it felt off. Savannah didn't say a word. My whole shift. Near closing, she leaned in.
The manager is waiting for you at the bungalow. Something about a delivery.
When I squinted at her, she snapped.
Could be something VIP. Who knows? I haven't worked here long enough.
I just shrugged and headed over. Her fake rage was so on brand. The wooden floor creaked as I stepped inside, and before I could even say hello, the door slammed shut. Gosh, I was fast enough to know Savannah had trapped me. Phone gone, no way out. I yelled myself hoarse, but no one came. I waited for her to get bored and open it up herself, but the hours dragged on. I scratched the door, poked every gap in the wall, kicked it. Her dumb prank had gone way too far. I was legit freaking out. When I finally stumbled out, I looked like I just crawled out of a cave. Hands scratched, shoulder bruised, clothes a hot mess.
Summer, where were you? I've been looking everywhere.
Family drama, nothing big.
You gotta get over there now. Calder's at the resort party with Savannah.
What?
She's got your memory book. She told Calder she's been his longtime girlfriend.
And he believed her? Otis looked unsure, like he couldn't trust what he'd seen himself. Through the winding resort paths, I ran like my heart was about to explode. I froze when I spotted them under the party lights, Savannah clinging to Calder's arm like glue.
And we've decided we're going to Europe together this fall.
The crowd burst into cheers. He just stood there, weak smile, eyes glazed. Calder, you clueless fool. Geez, Lord Louise. My whole body screamed in pain just when my heart was pounding. The hardest tears spilled out as I was about to watch them kiss right in front of me. Then Calder paused. His eyes drifted down like he was searching for something, then stopped on me. He frowned, pulled his arm free from Savannah, and stepped off the stage toward me. The crowd went silent, parting like a wave. Standing there, a mess, dirty clothes, tears all over my face. I suddenly felt so small under everyone's stare. Calder must have recognized me. Any second now, he'd come over and ask that question.
I know you. You're the one I've been looking for all this time.
I swear my heart skipped a beat. Then I just threw my arms around him. For a second it was just us, all mushy and warm. Then Calder pulled me up onto the stage with him.
This is Summer. She's the one I love.
No!
Savannah lunged at me, but Otis jumped in, dragging her off while her fancy friend whispered awkwardly and started slipping away. In the end, it was just me and Calder standing there like a freaking movie ending. How you remember me.
A year ago, I saw this tiny girl crying alone, your pretty face all soaked with tears. I couldn't get you out of my head. Every time I surfed, I'd look for you on that beach. Then one day, I slipped off my board. Big crash, and when I saw you crying again, it all came back. You, every bit of you, my Summer.
The next morning, Calder brought me back home, right in time to see Savannah chucking my stuff out the door.
You are never setting foot in my house again.
You took every penny my parents left, and now you're throwing me out?
She's not staying here. Not anymore. We're going abroad together. She's gonna co-own this whole resort with me as my future wife.
Savannah's jaw hit the floor. My aunt turned ghost pale. But we just walked away, leaving all that rotten mess behind. Clutching Calder's hand, I knew for real I was gonna be happy. Hi, I'm Nancy, and this is the crazy story of my life events that turned me upside down from being a poor maid to becoming Prince Charming's girl. Before continue, please like and subscribe. My aunt took me in when my parents died in an accident, and even though she was a poor housemaid, she still loved me as if I were her own child. Once when I was 4, Aunt came home on Christmas Eve looking bone-tired, but when she took off her hat, I almost fell down in shock. Her long, beautiful hair was all gone.
Don't look so worried, it'll grow back. I sold my hair because I didn't want another Christmas to go by without you having a present.
She took out a beautiful necklace with my name on it and put it around my neck. I couldn't believe she'd done this for me. Aunt would always leave me with the neighbors when she went to work, but once when I was 6, they had to go out of town and she had to take me with her. My jaw dropped when I saw her workplace. Our whole house could fit inside the hall of this mansion. Now I see why you're so tired all the time. The lady of the mansion overheard me and laughed.
Oh, aren't you a little cutie pie? Why don't you come meet my son Jeff?
Just then, a boy my age walked up to me and gave me the warmest smile.
Hey, wanna go play in my room?
Yes, and that day, it was the day that changed my life forever. I met my best friend. I loved hanging out with him, and I begged my aunt to take me with her often. Soon enough, Jeff's mom arranged for his private tutor to teach me too, so now I had a reason to go every day. As I grew older, my aunt started paying more attention to my looks. One day, she came home with a bag full of cheap makeup.
You're a pretty girl, Nancy. You have to always look perfect when you're hanging out with Madame's boy.
But Auntie, we're friends and he knows what I look like. Why would he care about my face? But she wouldn't hear a word, and after that, I always had to go to the mansion with a fully done-up face. Over the years, I realized that I had totally fallen in love with Jeff, but I knew I was just the maid's niece and he'd never feel the same way about me. Once when I was 14, I felt really sick and couldn't go to the mansion for a week, but when I was alone at home one day, someone rang the doorbell and I was shocked to see that it was Jeff.
Hello, I'm delighted to assist you with our voice services. Choose a voice that resonates with you, and let's begin our creative audio journey together.
And with that, he suddenly hugged me. I totally panicked. I pushed him aside and ran to my room. Gosh, I looked so pale and terrible. I quickly applied makeup to my face and hurried downstairs.
Why are you wearing makeup?
Because I'm not pretty enough without it.
Nancy, please go and wash your face. Can you do that for me?
Okay, but will you promise to be nice?
I promise.
When I came back with my washed face,
Nancy, you're so beautiful.
he approached me and kissed me. Then he told me to take care of myself and left. I was excited and nervous about seeing him the next day, but when we got to the mansion, I saw his mom was busy supervising some men as they were taking out furniture from the house. She called me and handed me an envelope.
This is your aunt's salary. A little something for you, too. I'll miss watching you grow up, Nancy.
What's happening, ma'am? Where's Jeff?
He left last night because he transferred to a high school in Paris and I'm going there too. Maybe we'll see each other again someday.
She pulled me into a warm hug and then walked away. I was so scared, thinking I'd never get to talk to Jeff again, but he emailed me a week later and we wrote to each other every single day. His life in Paris seemed amazing, but soon the emails got less and less frequent till they just stopped altogether. He seemed to be really busy with his new life, and I figured it was time for me to move on with my own. By the time I graduated from high school, I was working 2 jobs as a cleaner at the mall and a librarian's assistant. One day when I got home, I found out that my aunt had broken her foot.
I slipped at work and the doctor said I can't work for weeks. I can't afford to lose that job. Nancy,
You won't? Okay, I'll go instead. The next day when I was cleaning one of the guest rooms, I came across a portrait of Jeff. As I touched it gently, a high-pitched voice suddenly made me jump out of my skin.
Are you drooling over that dork? Well, you're just the maids, I guess. You don't have any standards. That's my stepbrother, and I have yet to meet a bigger loser than him.
Jeff had a stepsister? No, I was just cleaning.
I was still talking. Don't interrupt me. I'm Linda. That's Miss Linda for you. And now my mom and I live here, so I don't know why his ugly portrait is still around. You can throw it in the trash on your way out.
I didn't have the heart to throw it away, so I snuck it into the dusty old attic and prayed she'd never go there. One evening, just as I was heading out of the mansion for work, Linda popped out of nowhere.
Ninny, come with me. It's an emergency.
I followed her to her room to see piles of dresses on the bed.
I'm hosting a party tonight and I have to look amazing. You have to take pictures of me in every outfit so I can let my followers on Instagram decide.
Miss Linda, I'm sorry, but I have plans with a friend and…
Friend? Where does a maid even make friends? Is there a maid school you went to?
No, just a regular high school.
Listen, I don't have time for this. Cancel your stupid plans because you're supposed to help with the party. Didn't Mom tell you? Now chop chop, start my photo session.
As if all this wasn't bad enough, I accidentally dropped a glass of juice on one of her friends and she went ballistic.
Oh my god, this is literally the easiest job on the planet. First, your dumb aunt slips and breaks her foot. And now you're being such an idiot. Does stupidity run in the family?
I turned around, grabbed my stuff, and ran out the front door. I was never coming back here. Just as I stepped out, I bumped into someone. Jeff? His adorable smile lit up his face. You just cut me out of your life, and now you decide to walk back into mine and expect me to welcome you.
I know you're mad, and I'll understand if you don't want to forgive me, but Nancy, I've missed you so much.
So why didn't you stay in touch?
I tried, but I had Dad watching me like a hawk. He did his best to make sure I wouldn't contact you because he felt you were distracting me. I'm so sorry.
I looked at his face and I knew he was being honest.
Can you please just hug me now?
We hugged. He whisked me away to a beautiful viewing point on a cliff. With the whole city glittering beneath us, he gently drew me close and kissed me. And in that moment, it felt like everything was just right. The next day, I really didn't want to go back to work, but I did for Aunt's sake. When I got there, Linda was already screaming at some maids. The minute she spotted me, she went off on me.
Here comes another idiot. Did you think elves and fairies were going to come at night and clean this mess? It's still waiting for you. Get to it now.
Before I could speak, I heard Jeff behind me.
Knock it off. off, Linda. You can't talk to Nancy like that.
Oh, I see you're in love with this maid. Well, history really does repeat itself, our dad. Also married way below his league when he chose your mom. Now it's your turn.
Don't you dare say anything about my mom or Nancy, and you can't treat her this way.
Oh yeah, watch me.
And with that, she walked up to me and slapped me, and I just snapped. I pushed her to the ground, and just as I was about to punch her stupid face, Linda's mom came running at the commotion and she fired me on the spot.
I don't want you or your aunt to ever set foot in this house again.
When I went home and told everything to my aunt, she burst into tears. Please don't be upset. I promise I'll find another job. But just then, Jeff spoke up.
You don't have to. Please let me help you. I love Nancy, and you worked for us for so many years. It's the least I can do.
I tried to refuse, but Jeff just wouldn't take no for an answer, so I accepted his offer till I found some work. Soon after, I got into college and also started a part-time job. As much as I wanted him to stay, I knew Jeff had to go finish his studies in Paris. We kept in touch as much as possible, and some days I missed him enough to cry. On the day of my graduation, he didn't show up because he said his flight was delayed, and I felt really sad. But when I got home, I saw a brand new car outside, and Jeff hopped out of it, and Jeff took out a box from his pocket. Wait, what? He was going to propose, but when I opened it, I saw car keys inside.
It's for you, babe. And here, this too.
He handed me a letter, which was an offer to work at his dad's company. I squealed with joy and kissed him. Just a few weeks after I'd started working and landed a big client for the company, everyone gathered around in the conference room to congratulate me. All those years when I was a maid, I could only dream of working in a place like this one. Some dreams really do come true, and I'm so grateful.
Snap out of it, you idiot, because you don't belong here, unless you're carrying a mop and cleaning the floors.
We all turned around to see Linda, who looked mental, but just then Jeff raised a toast to me, and so did everyone else, completely ignoring her. After working for a few months, I started noticing errors in the accounts, and I discovered that Linda had been embezzling a huge sum of money from the company. When I went to Jeff with all the proof, both Linda and her mom were immediately kicked off the board of directors. Jeff and his dad thanked me profusely, and soon after, he moved me and my aunt to his mansion. A year later, I was feeling really nauseous for a few days, and it turned out that I was pregnant. Jeff's family was overjoyed, and 9 months later we welcomed our daughter Natasha. Even if you start from the bottom, by staying true, bravely speaking up for what's right, and believing in yourself, you can turn injustice into opportunity and build a life worthy of you with real love. Hi, I'm Kaylee from LA. Please like and subscribe. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always loved to sing. My grandma was a professional singer. She sang around the world with the most prestigious orchestras and operas. I miss her and her voice so much. When I got to 10th grade, I became the singer of the family. I went to the most prestigious performing arts school on the West Coast. My favorite class was music, of course, and my favorite club so far was show choir. We had been the best in the state for 14 years, with the trophies to prove it. My best friend, Addison, is also in show choir with me. He and I met in kindergarten and have been inseparable ever since. He's the funniest guy I've ever known. He's also gotten pretty cute over the years too. Or at least that's what all the girls in school think. But I just don't see him that way. Hard to see someone that way when they used to sneak over from next door and put frogs in your bed. Yuck! One day, our show choir teacher, Ms. Conrad, had big news for us.
We've been asked to compete at this year's National Show Choir competition.
All right.
Yeah!
But to ensure we get top scores, the soloists will have to be chosen very carefully.
Ms. Conrad told us that we were going to have to audition for the big solo right in front of each other in 1 week. My nemesis, Heidi, started bragging in front of the whole group.
We all know who's gonna get it! Me, of course. Everyone knows I have the stage presence of a star.
I don't know. I think Kaylee might give you a run for your money. She's got star power and the voice to match.
The others' eyes widened. Were they about to fight? Just then, the bell rang. As everyone left the class, I swatted Addison on the arm. Don't start fights with Heidi! She's my biggest competition!
That's exactly why you have to stand up for yourself in front of her.
I just don't want anyone to think I think I'm better than her.
Well then, I guess that's why I'm here. To remind them for you.
Oh, what would I do without you?
Good thing we'll never have to find out.
I was so nervous, even though I'd sung in front of our choir before. But the pressure was on the whole week leading up to auditions. I practiced in the shower, in the bathroom, between classes. I really wanted to beat out Heidi for the big solo at the end of the show. Finally, audition day arrived. I woke up, put on my cutest outfit, curled my hair, and took extra time with my makeup. After all, if I'm gonna be a big star one day, I might as well start dressing like it now. When I stepped out of my house to walk to school with Addison, his cheeks turned super red. What's wrong?
Nothing, you just look different is all. Your hair is.
Oh no! Does it look bad? Maybe I should have worn it up. I'll just go chance.
No, leave it. You look good. Great.
When I arrived in class, Heidi was sitting in the front row, looking totally perfect. What was I thinking? With her shiny hair, big eyes, and as much as I hated to admit it, her beautiful voice. Why would anyone ever look twice at me? But I just tried to remember what my grandma would always say.
It's not about who sings the loudest or looks the prettiest. As long as your song comes from your heart, people can't help but listen.
So I took a deep breath and sat down next to Heidi, right in the front row. She gave me a once-over and rolled her eyes. Who cared what she thought? I knew I looked great. Ms. Conrad sat down at the piano and called Heidi up first. After she finished singing, I applauded politely along with everyone else. Then it was my turn. I stood confidently and turned to face everyone. Addison gave me a thumbs up from the back row. Such a good friend! Ms. Conrad played the opening notes for my song when suddenly the door to the classroom burst open behind me. I turned to look, and standing in the doorway was the most handsome boy I'd ever seen. Tall, with long brown hair that felt perfectly into his eyes. He looked just like a fairy tale prince. My jaw dropped. He handed a note to Ms. Conrad.
Class, this is our newest addition, Patrick.
He waved to everyone, then put his hand on my shoulder, looked deep into my eyes, and said,
I'm so sorry I interrupted your audition. Knock 'em dead.
Then he took my seat right in the front row. I gulped. Oh, now I was nervous again. I shook off my nerves, took a deep breath, and nodded to Ms. Conrad as she played. I could feel the music filling me up all the way to the top. I opened my mouth to sing and let my song come from my heart. When I finished, the whole class burst into applause. I felt like I was walking on air. Patrick got up to sing something last minute. He was so good. The next day, Ms. Conrad put up the list and I had gotten the solo. And she'd even added a duet in the middle of the show for Patrick to sing with me.
Looks like it's you and me, Kaylee. I'm so honored to be singing with someone as talented as you.
I felt my cheeks turn red, and he grinned.
You're so cute when you blush like that. Be careful, or I might just fall in love.
He walked away with a wink at me. I couldn't believe he'd just said that. And neither could Heidi, who'd been listening around the corner.
Don't get too comfy with that solo. Once Miss Conrad figures out that you'll cave at the first sign of pressure, I'll be ready to step in.
Eavesdrop much? Jealousy isn't your color, Heidi. The next day, we started rehearsing for nationals. Everyone was working so hard, and Patrick and I sounded great together. But when it came to our dance, it was like I'd suddenly grown a second left foot.
No, Kaylee, no. Once more from the top.
Miss Conrad, I'm happy to come up front and show Kaylee how it's done.
Not necessary, but thank you, Heidi.
Just here for the team.
After I knocked Patrick over by mistake for the third time, Ms. Conrad called it a day.
Kaylee, please go home and practice.
Ugh! I could have wiped that smug look off of Heidi's face. Everyone went to start packing up their bags, and I started to head backstage to get my bag when Patrick came up to me.
Hey, gorgeous. Want to stay and practice a little with me? Then it'll be perfect by tomorrow.
Oh, I wouldn't want to impose. Your toes must be all bruised.
That's okay. I really don't mind. And I wouldn't mind spending a little quality time with my co-star.
Well, if you insist. Just then, Addison came up to us.
Hey, Kaylee, ready to go?
That's okay. I should really practice a little longer.
I can practice with you. I could use a few run-throughs myself.
Oh, well, Patrick already offered to stay behind and practice with me here.
He did he? How are you gonna get home?
I can drive her.
Oh, do you live in our neighborhood?
No, but
I mean, if it's not really convenient for you.
I'm not spending time with Kaylee because it's convenient.
Neither am I.
I'm spending time with her because she's cool.
My face turned bright red. Did he really mean that? Addison, I'm gonna stay here too. Just for a bit to practice. I'll see you later, okay?
Fine. If you insist, I'll see you when you get home.
He turned on his heel and walked out. Patrick turned to me with a grin on his face and held out his hand.
Shall we?
We practiced more, and I was finally getting good. Patrick swung me out for our final spin, then pulled me in close and dipped me. That's when I noticed his face was just so close. His ice blue eyes staring deep into mine. Was he gonna kiss me? Just then, all the lights in the theater went out. Patrick dropped me in shock and I shrieked. All of a sudden, the lights came back on and Ms. Conrad stepped back on stage.
Oh, hey, kids. I am so sorry I didn't realize you were still here.
Ugh, I couldn't believe she'd interrupted our moment. Still, we waved goodbye to her and headed out. A little while later, when Patrick dropped me off, he got out of his car to open my door. Such a gentleman!
It was nice hanging out tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, superstar.
Then he wrapped his arms around me and gave me a big hug. Is this what heaven smelled like? Then I headed up the front walk to my door.
So, do you like him or something?
I whipped around and saw Addison waiting on our front porch swing. I don't know, maybe. He's so cute and really talented.
Okay, cool. I guess, do you still want to practice?
That's okay. I think I got it now.
Okay then. Well then, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Here, I got you a milkshake.
Hey, thanks. He started crossing the yard towards his house. Is it?
Cookies and cream. Your favorite.
Thanks, I'll see you tomorrow.
You know it.
Then it was finally time for nationals. As we arrived at the concert hall, I was overwhelmed by all the other groups here and overheard one girl say to another,
She was a little flat at the end.
I couldn't believe it. What if I lost us the whole competition? All night and throughout all our warm-ups the next day. It was all I could think about. If I messed up again, I'd be letting everyone down, including myself. And there were several famous music industry people judging the competition. What if I ended my career as a singer before it even started? And then, it was almost time to go up. I tried to calm down, but I was shaking like a leaf.
Miss Conrad, Kaylee doesn't look so good.
Ms. Conrad came over. She looked pretty nervous herself.
Kaylee, you look terrible. Are you going to be able to perform?
Of course
Because if you're sick, I can always put Heidi on.
I'm ready to go, Miss Conrad.
Just then, I spotted Patrick warming up down the hall. I just need a minute. I raced down the hall towards him. He was stretching, shaking out his hands, jumping up and down. Patrick! His expression was so strange. Was he nervous too? I'm so nervous. Do you think we could practice?
Kaylee, I'm kind of busy.
What if we?
I really just need some space here. Kaylee.
Yesterday you said we were a team. That doesn't feel like a team to me.
I can't do this right now. Could you leave me alone?
Fighting back tears, I ran down the hall and found a corner backstage. I couldn't let anyone see me so upset, especially not Ms. Conrad or Heidi. What was I gonna do? Suddenly, Addison stepped out of the shadows. He looked so handsome in his costume.
Kaylee, are you okay?
I threw my arms around him. He caught me and squeezed tight. I'm so nervous. I overheard one of the other teams say I sounded bad. Ms. Conrad is ready to replace me with Heidi. Patrick isn't any help, and there's amazing industry people out there. And ugh!
You sounded amazing in rehearsal. Those other teams were just jealous. Forget about Patrick and Heidi. Remember why you love to sing? What was it your grandma always said?
Sing from your heart.
Exactly. Just do that.
I took a few deep breaths, and Addison was right. Will you just run the last part of the number with me?
Of course.
And there, in our little corner of the theater, we stepped, we twirled, we kicked in time together. Addison took my hand, spun me around, and dipped me low. I felt his arm slip. He was dropping me, but right before I was sure I'd hit the ground, he caught me with a twinkle in his eye. I swatted his arm. You tricked me.
I'd never drop you. And even if I did, I'll always be here to catch you.
Thank you, Addison. Then he smiled at me so genuinely, and my heart fell into my stomach. What was that?
Places, please. Students' places. Kaylee, are you ready?
Yes, Ms. Conrad. As we all rushed to take our spots to start our number, Addison shot me a wink.
Knock 'em dead, superstar.
You too. As soon as the lights came up on stage, I felt a little thrill of excitement. We danced, we sang, we twirled. Everyone had brought their A game. When it came time for my duet with Patrick, we totally nailed it. But any spark that had been there was gone. As the opening chords of my solo began, the lights shined down on me, and I opened my mouth, and the music poured from my heart. I knew my grandma was right there with me. I hit my final note and held it out forever as everyone finished their steps behind me. As we struck our final pose, the crowd erupted into applause. A standing ovation! I beamed. We totally nailed it. That night, after all the points had been tallied, all the teams gathered on stage behind the judges. Addison reached for my hand and I squeezed back. Thanks for the pep talk. I could have never done it without you.
Of course you could have. I'm just here to remind you.
You're always there for me. He leaned in close, and I felt a flutter in my stomach as he whispered in my ear.
And I always will be, if you let me.
I turned to look directly in his eyes.
Kaylee, I have to tell you.
Just then, the announcer started announcing the winners. Second place, runner-up. Our whole team clasped hands and took a deep breath together.
And the grand prize for this year's National Show Choir competition goes to...
As they said our name, the crowd roared. It was so loud I could hardly think. Confetti rained down on us as Ms. Conrad stepped forward to accept our trophy. I threw my arms around Addison, and he picked me up, swinging me in a circle. We did it! We did it! As we packed up our things in the dressing room and said goodbye to the new friends we'd made at the competition, one of the judges knocked on our dressing room door. He was an exec for a record label back in LA.
I was so impressed with you. Your vocals were so clear and you've got some real presence up there. Give me a call if you think you'd be interested in recording a single.
He handed me his card, and I shook his hand, totally awestruck. Maybe dreams really do come true. I felt so relieved. Not only had I not let everyone down, but I'd made myself proud. On the beach, Addison sat down next to me, running a hand through his hair. When he saw me watching, he grinned, and the butterflies were back.
I'm totally beat, aren't you?
Definitely. I got you something.
Oh yeah?
I pulled out a bag of gummy worms and your favorite.
You're the best, Kay.
He ripped open the bag and dug in. Hey, Addison, what was it you were gonna tell me earlier?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, I have something I want to tell you.
Yeah?
I like you.
Really?
Really.
I like you too. I have for a while now.
Really?
Really.
He took my hand and, I know, my cheeks turned pink.
I got something for you too.
Ooh, okay. I love presents. And then he put his hand on my cheek, leaned in close, and kissed me. It was the perfect end to a perfect day.